Well, let's now train our focus on the crisis in South Sudan, and to give us some more perspective on this. Remember, we headlined this story yesterday. We're doing a follow-up of it today, and I think we should take you to that story first. And we're now focusing on the crisis in South Sudan. Parliament has today approved the deployment of Kenyan soldiers to the troubled region to offer support in protecting civilians. This as President Salva Kiir sacked the country's head of the army, General James Hoth Mai. But as Betty Kyalo reports, South Sudan has also dropped charges against 4 of the alleged coup plotters in an effort to promote peace.
Kenyan help could be on the way for troubled South Sudan. This afternoon, the National Assembly approved the deployment of 300 Kenya Defense Forces soldiers for a peacekeeping mission in the neighboring country.
What is going on in South Sudan is genocide. And I am sure Riek Machar and Salva Kiir must live to their leadership. They cannot fight for power and kill their citizens.
This House approves the deployment of the Kenya Defense Forces in South Sudan for the purpose of regional peace support operations. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. As many as of the contrary opinion say no. The ayes have it.
If President Uhuru Kenyatta approves Parliament's decision, the deployment of the troops will bring the total of soldiers in the troubled country to 1,000. While in South Sudan, the troops will be charged with the responsibility of protecting civilians. Meanwhile, President Salva Kiir today sacked Army Chief of Staff James Hoth Mai, who is said to have been under intense pressure for some time now following mass atrocities in the country. It is alleged that a number of President Kiir supporters did not fully trust the former army chief, who hails from Riek Machar's newer tribe, with the position following major setbacks by the military in combating Machar's rebels. The sacking comes amid threats by members of the United Nations Security Council, who are now considering imposing sanctions on South Sudan's warring parties. The members who viewed the horrific footage from last week's massacre said dialogue between President Kiir and Riek Machar was not only urgent, but the only way to initiate peace in the region. In an effort to promote peace, South Sudan's government dropped charges against 4 alleged top rebels on trial for attempting to overthrow the government in an effort to promote peace. Hundreds of civilians continue to seek refuge at the UN base in Bentiu amid a dire humanitarian situation. It is reported that up to 22,500 people have sought refuge in the camp, where food and water remain scarce. Ethnic violence and clashes between rebel and government forces in South Sudan have killed thousands of people in recent months. Betty Kyalo, KTN.